morning. So today I have to start with question number 7 up to 6. Already I have given you the solution. So question number 7, as yesterday I told you, important somewhere from the examination point of view also. Now you see, find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2 minus 5 and minus 2 and 9. So let the point is P. So you can write that point P. And that is the another point. Suppose I am writing a Q and R, the chords of which points are given to you. That is 2 and minus 5, as well you have minus 2 and 9. Now pay attention here. Find the point that I have taken, let the point is P, which is equidistant from Q and R. Say I have taken these points Q and R, whose chords are 2 and minus 5 and minus 2 and 9. But this point's condition is given to you lying on the x-axis. And you know, on the x-axis your y chord is always equal to 0. So what you do here is, when you are going to start with the solution of such questions, point you can think of your own and then immediately you apply the condition. And that condition, you know, on the x-axis your y chord is always equal to 0. So simply you have to write that x and y is known to us already. Now according to conditions, what is given? PQ is equal to PR. This point is equidistant from Q as well as from R. So I can mention that PQ is equal to PR. So write in that way. So if I will write PQ is equal to PR, so definitely your PQ square will also be equal to PR square, so that I can cancel the third form of both the sides. As soon as you take the square root of the third sign, that will go off. So in distance formula, third sign is always there. Now from P and Q point of view, when you are applying the distance formula x1, y1, x2, y2, that is your choice. Either you take this x1, y1 or you take this. So you know the formula, that is side wise you can write for PQ. Somewhere it will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And then keep on putting their values. Now if this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So I will be writing here PQ square. x2 means 2. 2 minus x whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square, plus y2, that is plus minus 5, and minus 0 means only minus 5 square. So then I am writing PQ square, so no need to put the sign of square root. If you are writing PQ, then you need to put the sign of third. Otherwise you have to show that how you can cancel the third sign. So when squares are there, then no need to put the sign of thirds over there. And similarly towards this side. Suppose now this is x1, this is x2, this is y1, this is y2. So x2 minus x1, so minus 2 minus x, minus 2 minus x whole square, and plus 9 minus 0 means 9 square, and no need to put the sign of under the root over there. So here it is, you know, that is equal to what? A square 4, b square x square minus 4x, and then it is what? Plus 25. Yesterday I explained, when both are negative, so you take the minus common, it will be converted into a plus b whole square, and your result will be 4 plus x square plus 4x. A square plus b square plus 2ab, and then plus 81. Now whatever the possibilities are there to cancel, like 4, do it. This is from your understanding point of view. Try to make your calculations as easy as it can be. So have a look over here, minus 4x is equal to 81 minus 25. So this is minus 8x is equal to 56. So what is x is equal to minus 7. So answer for your question will be minus 7 at 0. So then you can mention there the point which is equidistant from Q and R is minus 7 at 0. That will be minus 7 at 0. So you will answer the question. That is all about your question number 7, how to find. Now immediately if you shift for towards your question number 8. Again in question number 8 it is find the values of y which the distance of point P2 minus 3Q 10y is of 10 units. Before that, I would like to take question number 10. Find the relation between x and y such that xy is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 3 and 4. And in case suppose if the same is applied for the y-axis, suppose you let the point is equidistant given from the y-axis, then you know your x coordinate will be 0 and you have to write the coords in that case is 0 and y, and same procedure will be followed. So this is applicable for your x-axis, for your y-axis, and if you see your question number 9 somewhere, it is already given that if q 0 1, so somewhere it is like that q chords are given 0 and 1. I am speaking from question number 9 point of view first. This is q and it is given equidistant from p. Suppose this is p here, 5 and minus 3 are the chords given, r, that is x and 6 are the chords given. And now this is again given that pq is equal to qr. So pq square will be equal to what? Qr square. And similarly now your x is lying here. As in this case it was lying there. So in question number 9 your x is lying there. So you will be reaching somewhere in the same situation to calculate the value of x, and that will be giving you the chord of r. You have to determine the value of x by applying the same procedure which I have followed for this question number 7 and question number 9. If the question is belonging to equidistant from y-axis, then instead of x, you have to write the x chord 0 and you have to find the value of y. Please make a note of this, and then this question number 9 in the same manner you have to do yourself. And question number 10, now you see the another condition given to you somewhere is what is that? Find the relation between x and y such that your 3, 6 and minus 3, 4 are equidistant. Again you take the same case. Suppose this is p and this is q and this is r, and r equidistant here. The chords are given 3, 6 and minus 3 and 4. Again you write given according to the condition pq is equal to pr. So you will be getting pq square is equal to what? Pr square. Again you apply the same thing, x1 y1 x2 y2. So here I will be getting x minus 3 whole square plus y2 minus y1. x2 means suppose I am taking this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So x1 3, x minus 3, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 means 6 minus y whole square is equal to, in case of this pr, x1 y1 x2 y2. So again this will be minus 3 minus x whole square plus y2 minus y1, that is 4 minus y whole square, like this. Now again you just expand these, so you will be getting a square plus b square minus 6x plus a square plus b square minus 2ab 12y, and here as both are negative, so you need to apply a plus b whole square, 9 plus x square plus 6x plus 16 plus y square minus 8y, a square 16 b square y square minus 2 into 4, that is minus 8y. So if anything is possible to cancel, please cancel. X square are gone, y square are gone, and nothing else is possible. Okay, leave it as it is. So somewhere we are reaching at what? Minus 6x, fine, minus 6x is here, then you can shift this minus 6x to this side, or then this is done, plus 36 plus 6 minus 12y plus minus 12y plus 8y, and suppose I am taking the constants also to this side, minus 16 is equal to 0. So finally somewhere I am getting minus 12x here, this is minus 4y plus 20 is equal to 0. So this is my choice. I can leave the relationship between x and y like this also. Or you are finding 4 common, so you can write or minus 3x. If you want to take minus common, so minus means this is plus 3x minus plus y. I am taking minus 4 common, then it will be minus 5 is equal to 0. So here you can leave your answer. This is a relationship between x and y. Or you can write 3x plus y is equal to 5. This is also correct. This is also correct. If you want to write 3x is equal to 5 minus y, this is also correct. All these are denoting the relationship between x and y. This is not mandatory you have to express x in terms of y or y in terms of or like this and like that. If this is given, this is okay. This is also okay. This is also okay. You want to write y is equal to 5 minus 3x, that is also okay. So you have to leave your answer at last like this, but the procedure again I am sharing with you that will remain same as we started in question number 7. So that's all about my talk with you for today, and question number 8 I left to you. Find the value of y for which the distance between the points is given 10 units. That is again the part of summary distance formula. I have added that question to your assignment also. Apply the distance formula and see what are the values of y you are getting for that. That's all about your exercise 7.1. Have a nice time. I will come with your difficulties if anywhere you are finding. Send me your queries. So I will be back to you. Thank you.